Well guys, here's my build, just where I left it before Consumer Electronics Show. It's almost what, a week or two past since, and I think it's time to make at least some progress, because I really need my computer. My laptop's really slow, it's driving me nuts, so I need something to get a little bit more power to what I'm doing. So anyway, so today what I'm going to do, you see I still have no cables, nothing. So basically virtually no additional components was added to this build. Only thing I want to do right now is to put water in, to see if there are any leaks. If they're leaking, I'll fix it, and that's it. To be honest, I didn't even plan to film filling of the system, because I probably already had 2 or maybe 3 videos how to fill the system, so I felt it's a little bit redundant. But a lot of people posted that they want to see how I fill the system, so I don't think you guys will see anything unusual here unless I get a giant leak for everybody entertainment. But it will be the same procedure: fill your reservoir, push water through, fill more, and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to use it, it's very important that you need eau distillate. No other type of water will work, and a la vapeur is the best. So that's what I have. I had just a little bit here, and I put it all in this fizzer bottle, just because it has a funnel portion here, so I can just put it in my tube on top of the reservoir. It will be a little bit easier to fill than pour it in by any other means. And unfortunately I left my pink funnel that you can see in my old videos on the customer side, so I don't have it anymore. So let me show you a little bit walk around about the rig, because somebody mentioned last time that in the end of the previous video I supposed to show you what the final result was, and I was so tired that I just wanted to finish. So anyways, I'll do it now, and then we will fill it together and see what happens. That's what I have from this side of computer, which will be windowed side, so I can see my plexi blocks, and I might put some lights on it, I don't know. We'll see later. Somebody asked me if this is flimsy or not, and suggests to put more zip ties or whatever to fix it, but believe me, look, I'm trying to, the entire case is shaking, so this thing is not flimsy, believe me. So what I have here, I put some anti-spill mats. They're great, you can dry them again, they're like multi-user type, but if you have a spill, they absorb a lot of water, probably 10 times more than any like paper towels, so I always use those. Have my pump ready to connect to external power supply. I'm already asking where getting my external power supply. I use a really old one, and it used to be power supply for external hard drive. I don't think you can get it anymore. Also, I would like to notice, focus not really here, but this, you see, I always use Vario in my builds. Why? Because I know that I'm going to slow down system for noise purposes, but when you fill the system you can change speed of the pump, and it helps a lot with the pushing water through. And without that I probably wouldn't be even able to fill the system that I showed a few weeks ago with the triple 6990s. Wouldn't even like chance without throttling the power of the pump. So it's pretty critical, and if you have a relatively complicated system, might-wise, stick with various speed, because just cycling power will be not enough. Let me show you other angles here. Alright, so what I added this 45-degree compression fittings with a filling tube that I plan to have a fill port here at the end. So I didn't cut tube yet, I just kind of make a preparation. Now, oh, it's tight between the lights. Okay, a little change. I mentioned earlier that doesn't matter how well you clean your rods and tubing, you always have some junk that always get stuck on your CPU block, because this is your filter essentially, the most fine piece of your loop, where you have most narrow channels. So this time I want to use this coolants filter with 0.27 millimeter size of the mesh, and this should grab most of the junk I have. And later, when I change water anyways, because I will test everything with distilled, no additives, nothing, will run it for a week, nothing will happen. And then I will actually put new water with some additives, and then I can remove this thing and just clean it. So, or maybe leave it, it depends. I'll see what temperatures and performance characteristics I get. But what I'm saying, if you're very concerned about restriction of this device, you can always put it, run it for a few days, and then remove. And definitely you'll save yourself a little bit performance after, because most of the junk hopefully will be stuck in the filter itself. And no changes on this side, everything exactly the same. So a little bit awkward to go about such a big case, but now my biggest problem is which angle is the best to show you. I'll try a few, but because I'm going to work, not to film, so guys, I'll try to do my best, but if you wouldn't see something perfectly, I apologize in advance. To be honest, guys, I'm surprised how many people want to see system field, and I'm wondering just why. Just because you think it's cool to watch, or people think that it's most dangerous part of the build. Filling the system is not the dangerous part of the build, believe me. The dangerous part when you assemble entire thing and you drop your screwdriver or block on your motherboard, and if you chip one single capacitor, say bye-bye to your block, or I mean to your motherboard. But if you spill a little bit of water on the components, which is not even conductive and nothing connected, you wipe it off, you dry, and nothing will happen. So, like seriously, filling your system is not most stressful. It sounds like a very scary thing, but this is not. Okay, so we get here about 150 milliliters of liquid, and I expect that with two radiators probably will need a little bit more than that. Closer to the liter, I think. I keep filling because water just keep going through the tubes into my memory block. So I'm just trying to put as much as I could. Actually, some even going now to radiator. Okay, that's as much as I can put right now. So let's start pump and see how much I can push through. Wow, this is the easiest I ever had in my life. Yeah. This is amazing. It's easy. It means that proper loop planning pays off big time. So you see, as water completely get away from reservoir, I keep filling. Make sure no air gets stuck to the pump, because then you have a fine sea of bubbles which will be hard to get rid of later. Wow, I already almost 2/3 of the bottle, and seems I'm not even close to fill it, but we'll see. Okay, it's actually close. I'm starting getting some water going from radiators to back to the reservoir. So basically I already pour almost entire 2 liters of distilled water. Yeah, it's almost. A lot of bubbles going through, which is absolutely normal. You can cycle power just to let bubbles go up more efficiently. Okay, let's see. I have some drops on the radiator side, not sure where it's going from. Oh, that's coming from my draining quick disconnect, which is prototype device. Probably need to tighten it a little bit further. And don't want to be in front of the camera, but we'll need to check other side. But other side I'm pretty much confident should be okay. I don't see any drops going under the pump, means that part of radiator, so this part is okay. So the only thing I need to fix quickly actually is tighten up my quick disconnect. That's pretty much it. So you see guys, not much to show. Took me how? 2-3 minutes. It was longer to pour water than anything else. And that's it. And I use exactly 2 liters of water for this build. Let me fix the leak and I will show you if there's anything to show. Okay guys, I just would like to show you quickly before I do anything. You see? That's the part that's leaking. So I just will take a pliers and fix it, but for your entertainment I don't do it, I show you so you can enjoy this thing. Luckily I have this heavy duty mat, so it just can take a lot. About 300 milliliters of liquid, and under it it wouldn't be even wet. Okay, alright, let me fix it. So I flip my case on the side so I don't need to even drain any water, and I can fix the part that I need to. Tightening fittings didn't make any difference for me. I keep leaking. The problem is here. You can see this quick disconnect had quite a deep reach, and threads that go really well down here. And what I had, and it's 3/8 threads too, so it's not 1/4 inch. So I had this adapter that came with the fitting, and it just doesn't work. All of them leak. I have a few, so it doesn't work. So I tried different other things like this coolants adapter from 3/8 to 1/4, but thread's so short I can't even grab the threads here. So my last resort, I'll do a little neat trick. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this 3/8 barb instead of fitting, instead of adapter, on one side, and I use a little piece of 7/16 tube, which will be very tight, doesn't need any clumps or anything like this, and I put another piece of the same barb right next to it, so I'm kind of create my own adapter out of it, and it wouldn't look as good, but I just don't want to change to other component at this point. Here's my ugly duggly. We'll see if this thing will leak on me again, because this connection is really weird. The thread's so deep inside, it's really hard to seal it, and I have a groove around. So I tried this one as a last attempt. If no, just put a ball valve and forget about it. Let me try. Some water inside. Okay, dip it again. think it leaks anymore. Let me show you. Here's my quick fix. And I don't see that there's anything dripping here whatsoever. And you see how much water I lost here while filming you and figuring out what's going on, trying to tighten up. It's pretty heavy, so I remove it. I have a little bit, but not much. But it's a lot of water inside of this mat. I'll dry it till tomorrow. It will be the same thing. Meanwhile, I can use another piece. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's put pump again. When pressure going through the system, leaks will show up more. I think I'm done. Okay, we'll need to check other side. Other than that, and not much to do here. Doesn't seem I have any troubles with any normal connections, normal fittings. So looking through. And see how much water I lost over this experiment? It was full. While I figure out that this adapter is just dysfunctional piece of equipment, I lost about, I don't know, third of 50 milliliters, something like this. Need to add a little bit more water. Other than that, pretty sure I'm done.